Monday, 18:51, 37 seconds. 2023, 10th month, October, second day. It's second day. And there were some songs that were erased off the CD discs. And so I put some of the ones that are missing on a piece of paper. Now I'm going to relearn them and put them on here on the tape. Dick, 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 dick. Dawn was long. Dick, 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 dick. With the song. Dick, 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 down, dick, 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 down here. Dick, 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 down here, down here. Dick, 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 down here. Dick, 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 down here. So. Trailblazers, user life. Trailblazer users, yeah, user. What the fuck? Where the fuck's this noise come from? What the fuck? Hold on. From the guitar. Something in the chord, something going on with this chord. I need to tear this chord apart. Another fucking chore I got. Alright, so I'm gonna put this down here. But first, I want to get a list of the songs that are missing. I need to fucking put this fucking thing the other way. Okay, these are the missing songs here down on the bottom. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, or seek ye first my son. Yeah, seek ye first. Oh, the full version. I need your love. Julia. Why? Fire. Good called evil. Saints marching on. Fuck, what the fuck? Ah, fucking Jesus Christ. Battery wasn't fucking plugged in. Same old, new creation, unlit people, I need your love in the morning, and little buddy. But the rest of these songs are somewhat on the record. So inside, someone, I wanted to be there, loud and strong, open inside, living, I'll see the light tonight. Oh, those are Yngwie songs. I love you, come back. Those songs are on the disc. So I just happened to play them while I was getting a record. All these songs. Come back home, Black Magic Night, Slayer song. Okay. Amen, promises, Edna, Kansas, stormy nights, gardens of my life, free. If I testify, I tell you the truth. Heaven won't hold you. Black Ambassador, Lee Van. Make a home out of line, my son. Won't you take my hand? Forget I. Focus, light of my salvation, fucking whore, little buddy. Inside, when you see the sun, my life's like a recipe, run away. Wine's gonna take it away. Leave Ann, oh, pray. I'll see the light tonight. That's all Ingve shit. Disciples of hell, fly to the other side. Forget I, that will be our black ambassador. And then these are our ones that are on DVD still. Hypocrisy, repent if I testify, I tell you the truth. Someone, new creation, run away. Your mama's old. That's wine's gonna take it away. It's still the same one. Where is my woman? Kansas store. Yeah, that should be. Oh yeah, we got that song. Where's my woman? My life's like a recipe. Title song. Out of line. Fire. More than conquerors. Wine's gonna take it away. Focus. Idea. Test chords. And then of course the missing songs hit. So. The missing songs. So, see, I remember how they go. Need to get this fucking microphone over here. Everything's all fucking jumbled up like a fucking rat knot, Gordian fucking knot all over the fucking ground. Get all this fucking shit going on over here. Alright. Alright, that's somewhat gonna fucking get this fucking piece of shit out of the way there. That's being a fucking way. What the fuck is this in the way? Oh, it's this fucking piece of shit. Alright, so that's somewhat these. Now you can put these fingertips back on. I just got done having a concert, so I've been fucking singing and playing for the last couple hours or whatever the fuck. Okay, first one's called Seek Ye First. Seek Ye First, so it goes like this. Yeah, so E minor to C. And the B7 to D5. E6, C4. B7 to D5. And then the song goes, that's the A minor 6, B7 C, and then a C shaped D, and then a okay, so that part is G, B, C, B, G, D, B, G, F sharp, E. My soul depart from the words of my mouth. Words of my mouth. And then the solo went like this. That's good enough. So there's at least a record of how the song goes on a video. It's on other videos on YouTube anyway, but it got erased off the master CD. So anyway, this is going to be a hard one to figure out. This next one's called O. I gotta fucking really sit down and figure that one. I'll skip that one for now and I'll go to I Need Your Love. Okay, this one I kind of know. I need your love in the morning. I need your love in the day. I need your love in the evening. I need your love all the way. Nothing in the world, nothing in the world, nothing in the world can help me find the strength to pray. I need your love. I need your love, I need your love I need your help, dear Lord, I can. I need your help, dear Lord, I can't find my way. I need your help, dear Lord, I can't find my way. the chorus goes along with the riff, the intro riff, to the beginning, to the opening, after the opening of the song. So, oh Jesus, teach us what love can do. Oh Jesus, teach us what love can do. And then it goes into a something like that, and then back to and back into the A. Then it just repeats itself again. I need your love in the morning. I need your love in the day. I need your love in the evening. I need your love all the way. Nothing in the world can help me find the strength to pray. I need your love. I need your love. I need your love today. And it ends on D. So this song is an F for the most part. Anyway, that's all this needs. You just need a record reminder how it went. Filling in all the gaps and polishing it up to get it all shiny. That's not important as having a record of what it is. That shit's all just extra icing on the cake whenever it happens. Okay, now here's a song called Julia. See if I can figure out how this one. See. Oh yeah. I wish you the best of luck in the future, baby. No matter where or what you do, I always love you. The sun shall always be shining upon you, 'cause God loves you truly. Yeah, so that was the key. So that was 6, 5, 4, 3. So that's A3. 3 is the A is the third note in the F key. So that's in the F key too. So then it does a roll up with the 3 note. So no, actually it's supposed to be here. G sharp, G sharp, G sharp 3. So that's going to be the E key instead of the F key. So it starts on this fucking note, whatever whatever the fuck it is.
C sharp.
Yeah, that's it.
I wish you the best of luck in the future, baby. No matter where or what you do, I'll always love you. The sun shall always be shining upon you, 'cause God loves you truly, oh. Yeah, so then it rolls from that E, from that 3 note in the E key, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. And then it moves that half step up to the G key, which is the E6. So it rolls up to that note right there just for the change. Nothing shall take you from my love. Nothing shall take you from my life, because I love you very much. That doesn't sound right. It sounds off with that half movement. So it sounds like it's going to go all the way down to this one. Yeah, that seems to jog the memory. It was a full step up, that slide. And that's a different key, so that's D sharp key. So there it is. It's gonna be C6. I wish you the best of luck in the future, baby. No matter where or what you do, I'll always love you. The sun shall always be shining upon you, 'cause God loves. Now keep in mind, all these God and Jesus songs that I'm getting on this recording right here, these are songs that were written when I used to be a Christian. But it really doesn't fucking matter. They're just fucking syllables. I'll always fuck you. The sun shall always be shining upon you, 'cause God loves you truly, oh. Nothing shall take you from my love, because I love you very much. You'll always be there at my side. And then it goes, those notes right there, which is the A to the B on the 6th string, and then the E to the D on the 5th string pull off. Back to the B on the 6th. I wish you the very That's a half-step drop right there for the key change, from the D to the C sharp. Nah, it's supposed to go to the C. Ah, there it is. Yeah, there it is right there. A, B, B, C, 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 B, B, Julia. Yeah, that's it. It's a full step drop from this, from the D back to the C, which is the C6 for the verse. Which is, C is the 6th note in the D sharp key. And so back again. Hold on, I gotta fucking tuck this his knee in. It's fucking busting the fuck out of the fucking gut. I gotta say though, when that G key comes up, fucking vocals start to fucking sail. It's like the voice really likes that G key for some reason right there. It just fucking starts to sail uninhibitedly. I hardly have to focus on keeping the throat open on that key for some reason. Those particular notes. I have yet to figure out which key it is that I really like that's most comfortable to sing in. Because I'm constantly singing in so many different keys all the fucking time, I've never really sat down and focused on, well, I actually like singing in that key. I haven't even gone there yet. I go off on tangents so fucking easy. I'd be fucking writing songs when I should be focused, and when I want to focus on fucking recording one song, all of a sudden another song will just fucking pop up out of fucking nowhere and want to be written right on the fucking spot. It ain't no different when I'm out in the backyard. I'll be talking on one certain path, and all of a sudden I'll stop and smell the flowers, and that can lead down to another road, to another road, to another song, to another song, to another song. And then eventually I'll get back to the first song I started. Because really what wants to happen is that the soul just wants to start singing any song that wants to be sung in the moment. It doesn't really like being tied down with all this scripted rehearsal bullshit. It doesn't. Anyway, that's the experience that I have. Alright, so anyway, I wish you the best of luck in the future, baby. No matter where or what you do, I'll always love you. The sun shall always be. Now another thing too that makes it easier for the voice to sing is already knowing what to sing. It's a whole different world having everything prescripted and rehearsed already, you know, rather than improvising right on the fucking spot. It's a whole different struggle. Whole different struggle. There's hardly any struggle with scripted and rehearsed stuff. And I've always known this. I've always known that. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, I said, well, I've already played enough of rehearsed stuff, and I already know what it's like to be relaxed and not have to struggle. But I'm thinking, well, I already got that down. Okay, I'm moving on to the next fucking challenge already. I already got that down. Now, like I said, if I wanted to, I could fucking sit here and I could just polish songs. I could have them so fucking polished and perfect. I wouldn't even have to try. I wouldn't even have to try bringing in money with them. Money would just show up to the fucking front door. But I've known this for fucking years and years and years and years. But I'm always enthralled with the next challenge. I ain't here to just fucking, stay in one fucking lane. I like to travel all over the fucking place. I can travel to that lane anytime I want because I already got it down. So, there I am going into another song, but really what's going on is I'm going into another song, but seeing how these fucking fingertips are missing, the fingers are wanting to play more and more and more to get back to where they used to be. Because where they used to be was on the verge of some fucking new planetary fucking universal experience before they got chopped the fuck off. I mean, I was fucking going into a whole new fucking realm, then all of a sudden, BAM! Got cut off at the pass. I was gonna break some. I was breaking new ground that was fucking unfucking heard of. Unfucking heard of. Now, when I say unheard of, I'm not talking about songs unheard of. I'm talking about improvising songs in the fucking moment unheard of. That sound just like, sound perfectly just like something on the radio. Perfectly. Came right out of the fucking air in the fucking moment. Pure straight nitrogen with carbon dioxide. Pure. That's why I know that the Vatican chopped these fingers off on purpose, because they saw it coming. They saw it coming. It would have put to shame everything they got on the market. It would have fucking just fucking flattened it all. Because I was not going into the money game. Not. Anyway, next song. This one's called Why. I'll skip that one for now because that's going to be a hard one to figure out. This next one's called Fire. I can kind of remember how this, because it had diminished 7 in it. Walking through the fire, 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 fire. Okay, it's starting to come back. and then it had some type of fucking ascending scale walk that went something like this. So that's looking like, that would be E5, F sharp 6, so that's the A key. There's do a deer. Do a deer, a female deer. Then B2, Ray, a drop of golden sun. And then C sharp 3. Be a name to write a claim. And then D4 is do. So anyway, the song is based, it starts off bouncing back and forth between the 5 and the 6. That would be E5 and F sharp 6. And then it goes to A1, E5, and then D4 to E5. And of course the melody goes like this, like the melody was already sung, but yeah, that sounds like it. So there it is. Close enough for now. So it's just going like this. When you see the blind man walk, no one sees the sign. Okay, so I want to get those melody numbers down for some reason. So this is the A key. Okay, that's a 1765, 176, 175, 1765, 175, 1765, 2176. So there it is. And then, na. There it goes. Yeah. That's the diminished part. So that's F sharp bass diminished. F sharp, G sharp, B, D, F. No, F. F, G sharp, B, D, F, G sharp. And then it goes back into the A key. F sharp 6, G sharp 7, A1, B2, C sharp 3, D4. So it's basically a walking bass line for the change up to the song. or it's actually going to lead into the chorus to the song. Because the song chorus, it's called the song chorus instead of the chorus to the song. Eliminate the middleman, now it's not the chorus of the song or the chorus to the song, it's just the song chorus. The middleman's the tax collector. Eliminate the middleman to be more efficient, to eliminate the tax collector, that's the bully. That's the little child inside. That's, it's the same way of saying suck on the tits and grow up. No, but to say less, to have to speak with less words, less wear and tear on the body. Okay, so here it is. No one sees the sign for to bring out what he's taught, for to bring out what he's taught, for to bring out, what he's taught. For to bring out what he's taught. Fucking fingertips are getting in the way because those are chords. Those are supposed to be chords. So, the blend isn't coming out very clear unless I sing real low. It's a focus on getting these fingertips to hit the fucking notes. That helped if the guitar was in tune too, so hold on. No use holding on, I'm just going to tune the guitar. No use saying I. Guitar tune! Lover! Now let me say this. One of the wonderful things with having rain come all of a sudden into the air after a dry-ass summer, the first real good rain, the air is loaded with oxygen. Just loaded with oxygen. That's energy. And it's a full moon out there too. Loaded with oxygen. When you see the blind man walk, no one sees the sign. But to bring out what he's taught will take a human struggle. There's another part that just popped up. enough. That's pretty much all that song is. But that song was written back in, I have to say, somewhere around mid-90s, 95, 96, 97, around there. That's a good fucking song, too. Good fucking song. Good melodies, good chord put together, the whole fucking 9 yards. But, you know, I never put no solo to it, I never put no extra effort into it. I was just putting together songs, just general melodies, just putting them together, and I'd shove them in a record, knowing that later on down the road I'll get to them. I was just fucking writing songs all over the fucking place. Well, not a whole lot, but you know, every once in a while, oh shit, but it ain't like the songs that I write today. I mean, because back then I didn't know a whole lot of songwriting structure. I didn't know any songwriting structure. I didn't have no lessons on that. There was no YouTube back then. I just had to kind of just dig in and start fucking whatever I could come up with. Because I stayed to the self. I never went to no teachers or nothing. I didn't, you know, I wasn't really interested. I was more on the quest to see if I could figure it out. Anyway, that's a pretty good song right there. Okay, this is going to be a hard one to figure out again, too. It's called Good Called Evil, so I'll skip that one for now. The saints marching on, I can kind of hear the melody now. Yes, I know the sign, but we never know the sign, as the saints go marching on. Dun, 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 dun. I can hear you call, call. I can hear you call. I can hear you call, calling in my mind. Nothing short of fine. Anyway, the chords are hard to figure out on that part right now. Anyway, so I'm just gonna keep singing the melody and see what comes up. Nothing short of fall. Nothing short of that might be a maiden chord. Down, down, all the time, nothing short of falling. With the blind girl, all the time, Sharon. With the blind. I just got to figure out which court those songs were played with. I got to figure out which court those affidavits were sung with. See, there's the universal principle. So I got the affidavits. That's the melody. The melody's there. Okay. What courts? What court? What district court was that melody played at? Because Because the Vatican erased the records. They erased the records. That's right, they scrubbed the court record. They scrubbed the records in the court. They scrub them. This is what they do all the time. They scrub the records. Okay? They cause shit to disappear. Just like they just erased a CD that I had all these songs on. They erased it the other day. Just out of nowhere. Just erased it. Well, they robot controlled me to press a button to erase it. Well, first they robot controlled me to rearrange some shit in the house. Then they robot controlled me to be in a hurry rearranging shit in the house. Then as I was rearranging shit in the house, as I was putting all the cassette recorders together, the television, and the old school recording equipment, the old school studio. I got an old school studio that I used to record music on, like VHS tapes, old CD recorders, old televisions, the old system. Okay, I was putting it all back up because that's the only thing that the old CDs that I put songs on, or records, court records, affidavits. So I had to play them all at the same time to see if I could hook it all back up. Because when the sheriff stole the house, it all had to be disconnected. The sheriff stole the house in 2016. The whole studio had to be dismounted. Everything had to be disassembled. Everything, and then it sat for years. All the cords, everything, all the connections, all the CDs, all the records sat for years. And so I finally got to a point where now I'm not having to fucking work at no fucking slave job. I finally got enough rest. I'm starting to put the studio back together. Put it all back together. Since 2016, well, this 2023. That's 7 years ago. It all had to be dismantled. And then of course, the Vatican also destroyed the club that I used to go play in. There were 2 clubs that I used to go play in, and they destroyed the clubs. When I say clubs, I'm not talking about clubs out in town. I'm talking about internet clubs. I used to go fucking play in internet clubs. I'd show up into the clubs on the internet, social media, and I would play. I would teach, I would share, all kinds of shit. So they destroyed the clubs. Yeah, the Vatican destroyed them because they saw where I was going with the fucking music and the information. They saw the writing on the wall. Their game was just about fucking over with. So they destroyed it. That's why I say, they're always sabotaging me. Because they see the writing on the wall. But of course, back then I didn't know what I know now. Back then I was stringently exposing their ass. I was on a fucking warrior path. I was on the warrior's path to exposing their ass, and that's what they couldn't allow that to happen because it would have started World War fucking III. So that's why I say the Vatican is not all a bad thing. There's good guys in the Vatican too that are guiding things in society. Guiding things. Robot control is not all a bad thing. Okay. There's good reasons for it too. And so that's why they chopped the fingers off. And there was a reason behind it. There was a good reason behind it why they chopped the fingers off. Because the world was not ready for what was about to be launched out of these fingers. Plus I needed to learn some more things still. So getting sabotaged is not all a bad thing. Now, if I was to sit there and say, oh, yes, it is a bad thing, then, you know, I would be hanging on to that so hard, I'd be angry, I'd be mad, I'd be going out and I'd be beating the shit out of everyone and all that other stuff. That's what happens with the bully energy. If it's not mothered, if the bully energy is not mothered, it'll go out and it'll just fucking just annihilate the fuck out of everything. It should be apparent because that's what's been going on, except it's been under a controlled environment because universal mother nature has been keeping her eye on child society bully leader. Yeah, he's been being watched as he's been watching me. Someone's been watching his ass too. Okay, so I'm on this song, it's called The Saints Marching On. Okay, the melody is there. It's just figuring out, because I remember these were some distinguished chord structures that were going on with this song. It was like something fucking never ever played before. I was like, wow, that is some shit. The way those chords melted in with the melodies. That's why it's so fucking hard to figure out. I'm thinking, oh my god, fuck, what the fuck? How did those fucking chords go? I can hear you calling. Da-na-na-na. Okay, there's some notes. I can hear you calling in my mind. Nothing shut down. It might have been E. I can hear you calling. Nothing short of falling. It's some hard shit. The reason it's hard is because I'm still, the relative pitch is still being developed with the ear. That's the relative pitch. Relative pitch is different from perfect pitch. Relative pitch is being able to figure out the relationships between notes. The relationships. So if I was to sing, you know, the melody, then I could hear, the chord could be heard. The chord could be heard, and I could say, oh, okay. Well, I sang 1, 2, 3 number melody, but what I hear in the background is the number 4 chord, the number 4, the 5, and the 3 chord playing with the 1, 5, 6, 7, 2, 1 melody. Okay, that's all called relative pitch. To have relative pitch is very valuable because that's one of the key to figuring out relationships is relative pitch. It's hidden in the music. Which is different from perfect pitch. Now perfect pitch is this. Could you play, I would like to hear you sing an A sharp note for me, just out of the blue. Just out of the blue. Sing an A sharp for me. Well, it's hard too, but it's different. It's different. It's you'll have to focus on one note, one thing. It ain't a relationship where two things are being focused on. It's just one thing. It's not as hard, but it's still hard. Anyway, so I'll just skip that song for now. I got enough on the record to at least be able to, you know, kind of remember how it went. Okay, this one's called Miss You. Something like, miss you, wish you were here. See, how's that song go? Fuck, I want to remember this song. See. Miss you. Yeah, that's it. Miss you. Now this is a song that was written when a cat died. The cat's name was Ambassador. He was a black, long-haired cat. American long-haired, black, long-haired cat. He was an abandoned cat in Silverdale, Washington. I went to a McDonald's up there in Silverdale, Washington, because I had to go visit the local court in Paulsbo, Washington. I had to visit the local court. So after court, I went to McDonald's. There was an abandoned cat there. The cat was just like meow, 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 meow. You know, in the busy city district. You know, obviously it's an abandoned cat. Meow, meow, meow. So I say, oh, come on. He got in the car and went home. That was the first cat I ever had. That was the first cat. So I called his name Ambassador. Ambassador, that was his name. Miss you. And then he died, and then this song came out. He died, and I put him on a pile of rubble outside the window, and I was hoping that I could raise him from the dead, because back then I believed in Jesus. I figured I had 3 days to get this cat to raise from the dead. But anyway, but it never happened. But anyway, this song popped out. I think the words might be in some book I got up there on the music stand, but the words aren't showing up right now, so I'm just humming them. Left to say, you walked. Okay, these are words because these are leading up into the chorus. This is the pre-chorus part. You walked into the room. You rubbed up against back to the intro. It's a 1-7-6 in the A key. A1, G sharp 7, F sharp 6. E5. A1, G sharp 7, A sharp, F sharp 6. F sharp 6, G sharp 7. Da 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 da. I wrote it in tears. I remember the tears were just fucking streaming down the eyes as it was written. And that's what provoked the lyrics, that when I was writing it down, the lyrics down on paper as I was crying and all that shit. that was a fucking real fucking wonderful experience. I fucking, as devastating as it was, that was the most fucking wonderful experience, songwriting experience I ever fucking had. Was writing a song in fucking tears. Fuck. As you purr.
rise and walk, name Jesus Christ.
Anyway, it goes on a little bit more guitar work to that song, but basically, that song has 3 fucking choruses in it. 3! That's not a typical song. It has a pre-chorus, a chorus, and then 2 more choruses on top of the chorus. That's a fucking good song. Anyway, so there's a record for it. Okay, this other one's called Lord of Power. That was all acoustic.
I kind of, let's see here. It kind of has this part here, this E part.
That's going to be a hard one to figure out again, so I'll skip that one for now. Okay, here's the same one. This one's called The Same Old, Same Old. This is a song about a preacher that fucking, I think he kicked me out of church. I don't know, could have been, or something happened. Something happened. Anyway, it ended up, he ended up no longer being a preacher, and so he went on the road driving 18-wheelers, and then he showed up into this other church that, because the church ended up fucking splitting. The church ended up splitting, it divided because of that incident. I think I got kicked out. And then I prophesied. I was outside the church. I was outside. People were wrestling me down outside the church and shit like that. They weren't really wrestling. There wasn't really a wrestler or anything. You know, it wasn't like I was fighting against anyone. I was just fucking. They were all over me. That's the thing. I was just acting normal. They were all over me. Anyway, the church ended up splitting. I guess a new pastor came in and the church split. So now there's 2 churches in Washington because of it. Because the church split. And anyway, he ended up not being the pastor anymore. And he drove 18-wheelers. But he showed up in the split church one day as a guest speaker. And he gave the fucking sermon of his fucking lifetime, man. He was fucking, his Pentecostal church, and this fucker was just running up and down the aisle, just igniting everything in the air, just fucking. So I went home that night and I wrote a song on it. So this is the song, hopefully I can remember how it went. Anyway, it's called The Same Old, because that was his message. He kept shouting in the air. It's the same old, and he wasn't satisfied with what was going on. He said it's the same old, same. Anyway, fuck. See if I can remember how it went. That's a different song, but it's still. Anyway, I'm going to sing this song. This is a totally different song. It wants to be sung right now. That was in the next key down. It was 1 key down. Something's out to get you. Leaving you in flames. Magnifying corporations. sixth note. That's the law note. The riff is this. Fucking fingers are all chopped off. It's not coming out right. Let me go slow with it so it can be sounded off on the record. And then da 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 da. So that's the chorus. She's leaving. This reminds me, when this song was written, I remember there was a neighbor that moved in Bremerton. This is in Bremerton, Washington. I used to live on a little house on the water. It was a big gravel lot with 4 small little houses on it. I was paying $250 a month for rent. It was a full house. Except it just had 1 living room, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 kitchen. But anyway, over on the streets where everyone lived in big houses, there was a girl that moved in. She moved in. And I went over and visited her one day and this and that, and I got to talking with her and shit like that. And the conversation got onto nudity. And then, you know, I guess she wanted to have a relationship, and I told her, I said, well, I was into nudity. I was all contemplating nudity, and that put an end to it right there. That put an end to it right there. That put an end to it right there. She was no longer interested in a relationship, just because I brought up the subject in conversation, nudity. I said, you know, I would be wanting to be walking around the house naked. And she had a daughter too. She had a small daughter. Some people can't handle that stuff. That's just the way it is. That was back when I was like 25 years old. That was 25 years ago, because I'm 55 now. 55. So anyway, this song was written after that stuff happened. I remember because I was having thoughts, memories. I was having memories of the incident that happened as I was writing the song. And the lyrics for the song had some verses in it that were talking about nudity. Naked by corporation, trouble, shame today. The nudity lyrics just aren't popping up right now, but it had something to do with jungles and stuff like that. Anyway, that's enough for that song. Let me get back to here's an unlit people. Yeah, this one is there. I used to sing this one here a lot when I first moved in here in 2005, 2006, and then I had a public television show. I would sing this one a whole fucking lot over the microphone into the neighborhood. As I was learning about the Jesuits back then. I was learning about the Jesuits, you know. And the system, I was learning about the system, how the system functioned and shit like that. So I was just improvising some lyrics in it, and I was all about hammering nails and how the towns are all just building the towns up, building the towns up, building the towns up. And there's really no effort going into the people. It's all about just building a town up. So I was singing this one all the time. And and I think there was a big rebellion with the construction companies, because next thing I know, all of a sudden, all the construction companies started coming in and just building the town up. Just building it up because of this song. This is just the melody. Build and build and build and build some more. Never opening up the door. Unlit people spending my time. I think you're lazy. This is actually a good fucking song, the way the melodies and the chords go together, irregardless to the words. It's one of the fucking favorite songs that I really love to like to sing a lot and play a lot. Da 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 da. And the distinguishing part to this song that I liked so much was that, you know, I was incorporating a G sharp note with the open string E note on the guitar. That was one of the things I loved how I would write songs, is I would just I would have the open notes, the open strings on the guitar, which are the easy notes to play. You know, anyone starting out playing guitar, those are the easiest notes to play, is just to play an open string. So there's 3 open string chords on a guitar. 3. There's the 6th string, the 5th string, and the 4th string. Each one put into a chord: the E chord, the A chord, and the D chord. So what I would bring in constructing music is I would go against the grain when all the popular notes were being played with those open chords, and I would bring in all the notes that weren't being played with those open chords, which were all the sharp and the flat notes. All the sharp and in other words, I didn't know it at the time, but I was bringing in principles that wanted to look at all the evidence that's there instead of just sticking to what's popular to look at. So this was one of those songs. I was mixing G sharp with an open E chord. That's G sharp and then E. Building, and it happens to be in the E key. sharp is the third note. Happens to be the third note in the E key. But when I was putting together, I wasn't thinking keys and numbers. I was just thinking, because back then I wasn't much into it, because this song was written a long fucking time ago. Long time ago. It's another one of those songs that, it was probably, I think, somewhere between 95 and 2000. So, somewhere between 20 years, 25 to 23 years ago, whatever the fuck. But I was just thinking, notes back then, I was like, okay, so this is a G sharp. This is a note that's hardly ever played with an E. So I was just thinking, cool. And then after I played it, then I would figure out the key. And I'd say, okay, that's a note in the E key, right there. And I was pretty much, I knew what the numbers were, so I could say, yeah, this was a 3. But when I first put it together, I just said, there's a G sharp note, something different to play with the E. It just so happened, coincidence, that it was a 3. It's a third note in the E key. That was all coincidence. Okay, that third note is the tranny note. The 3 note is the tranny note. Because it goes both ways. It can be used as a girl note or a minor chord, or a boy note or a major chord. It's the only chord, it's the only note in the key. All the 7 notes, it's the only one that goes both ways. It's the tranny. The 7 rhymes with heaven. 7-Eleven. So it's going back and forth between the 3 note, the tranny note, and the do-do note, the number 1. Da 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 da. Unlit people spending my dime. Okay, these are the unlit people that I called spending my dime, because back then that's what I called it. I called it, they're spending my money. Yeah, in other words, they're wasting my money. So this was a song kind of centered around, hey, a bunch of my money's being wasted here. Because it's more so going into building artificial shit up instead of helping the relationships out. That's the soul energy. That's the girl energy. Okay, because it's the king energy that goes around and just builds all kinds of shit all over the place. Doesn't give a fuck about what people think, what their emotions are, how they're feeling, all that other shit. Just fit in the box and go get a fucking job. This is all you got, so this is all you're gonna get. Who cares about what you really like in life? Who gives a fuck? Okay, to me that's stealing. That's spending my dime, stealing my energy, stealing who I am, asshole. Okay, so that's what this song was all about, pretty much. But I wasn't very mean with it when I was singing it. I was just exposing it for what I saw going on. Unlit people spending my dime. I think you're lazy. Oh. How can you love somebody? How can you love is. So it's G sharp to D sharp to F. That's 3 to 7. Oh, it fucking changed keys. Oh, it changed keys right there. Wow. Okay, I get in that later. Anyway, so the rest of the song goes. This is the chorus. How can you love somebody? How can you say you didn't spend my money? I've learned to look up on your face. How can you love somebody? How can you say you didn't steal who I am? I've learned to look up on your face. That's right, I can look you right in the fucking eyes and watch you squirm. But when I'm ready, I got another song that's called When I'm Ready, I'm gonna look on your face. You see, when I was writing these songs, I was young. I didn't know as much as I know now. So the songs didn't come out with that power of knowing what I know now. You know, the power that I can just see right the fuck through you. Back then, you know, everything was still kind of a wonder. But this is what was coming out of the soul. I didn't have to think on it. I just let it flow. It all just came out naturally. Anyway, so that's that song. I need to get the Hiznia tucked in. Hold on, next. But anyway, yeah. So I sang that song a lot when I first moved into Springfield, Oregon here, back in 2005, 2006. I sang that one a lot. Next thing you know, all of a sudden Eugene, Oregon started building all over the fucking place. And they have not stopped at all. God, the weather really affects the amplifier right here. One of these days I'm going to get a variac. It's a voltage regulator, so that I can adjust the voltage coming out of these utility power lines. Because during certain weather, the weather affects the amount of voltage that comes into these power lines. The weather, it affects the voltage. It affects the amplifier. It causes the amplifier to sound shitty one day, or good one day, or halfway shitty another day. See, these are things that only guitarists know. people that play guitar, they're really attuned to what's going on with the utility company. With electricity, how the weather affects the voltage. Oh, I need to go part 2. I'm at 1 hour and 38 minutes on this video.
Pull finger.